Hello, I hope all is well. So I have started a fun little side project here. I'm going to be building a 10 HP Ironman PKing account. Pker has made it look like so much fun. He's got multiple 10 HP Ironman PKers. If you have not seen his channel, you definitely want to check it out. Look how old that account is, almost 12 years old. Made it when I was a 13-year-old noob. Hadn't been logged into in 1,800 days. The username had expired, all that good stuff. Alright, so starting off, did a little bit of suicide thieving from men to at least get a few thousand coins and get that thieving high enough to where I could steal cakes. I also went ahead and knocked out Gertrude's cat because you can actually trade a grown cat in for like 100 death runes, which could be a decent source of runes later on in the game. Since this is going to be a 60 attack pure, I went ahead and got level 8 attack for free on these dummies. You can't train past that, but it's a nice little start. I do apologize for my voice. I've been under the weather this week, which has made me sound like absolute garbage, but on the plus side, I have had a little bit of extra time to play RuneScape, which has allowed me to progress on this 10 HP Ironman, so I can't complain too much. Now, I did want to complete the dig site quest early on in the game. It is a later prereq for Desert Treasure, but it also gives like 15,000 mining experience and does not have a mining level requirement. It does, however, have a level 10 Herblore requirement, so I did Druidic Ritual and Jungle Potion, which got me to level 9, and then some Grimy Guam Leaves from Wintertot helped me get to level 10, and then complete the dig site quest, which took me from like level 3 to 30 mining instantly, so that definitely saved a lot of time. I'm trying to play this as efficiently as possible to optimize my time, but ultimately 10 HP Ironman are met with certain restrictions that other players are not, and that is you can't just attack NPCs until you have a cannon. So that is my first major goal, is getting to that NPC. And even something as simple as getting level 10 crafting to make bowstrings, you can't just go kill cows for cowhides. So I decided to do Goblin Diplomacy, Farmer Fred's Wool, and Dwarf Multi-Cannon, which I needed anyway, which conveniently got me to level 10 crafting. I'll talk more about the cannon in the next video, as that'll probably be the focus, will be making the money for the cannon and then using it to improve the account. So ultimately I will have to camp barb fishing for a significant amount of time, and that has a prerequisite fishing level, and very few things I can think of in this game are worse than fishing shrimps with level 1 fishing. So you can actually do the Sea Slug quest to get you from 1 to 24 fishing, and it has absolutely no fishing requirement. Only level 30 fire making is all, which should be easy, especially if you're getting it for Wintertot anyway. I also knock out the fishing contest quest. It does require 10 fishing, so you've got to do Sea Slug first, but that gets me another couple of levels. That way I can at least start with trout and not shrimps. So I really didn't want to make a 10-minute video of just doing Wintertot because I feel like that's really boring. But that is how I spent the majority of the time starting out on this account. I did some of those basic skills and early quests, but then I got my fire making level to 50, and I camped, I think, something like 160 crates up at Wintertot. I really don't have the patience to get 99 fire making, nor do I really need it at this time. Just going from level 50 to, I think I got to 83 fire making, got me some good experience in fletching and woodcutting, because that's really more what I was after. I don't need the fire making experience, but I wanted to use fletching and woodcutting as a money making method, so I tried to get my fletching up to level 55 so I could immediately start with maple longs, which if you string them, they will sell to the archery shops for, I believe, 300 each on average if you're selling 10. I think it's like 320 each if you sell 10 and then hop world. So that was going to be my money-making method for at least getting the first few 100K. Another really nice thing about Wintertot is that you should get a decent amount of uncut gems from the reward crates, which you can use to make Rings of Dueling and Games Necklaces to help you get around the map a little bit. You should also get some gold ores as rewards, which you will need level 40 smithing to smelt into gold bars, but doing the Knight Sword quest will get you from level 1 to 29, and then you're going to be making cannonballs anyway, so it's just a matter of smelting steel bars from 30 to 34, and cannonballs from 34 to 39, where you could use a Dwarven Stout to smelt the gold bars, and then there you go, you have the ability to make a bunch of jewelry. Wintertop will also give you a decent amount of tree seeds, which will be really important for me for getting farming up, because I will need to grow at a minimum quorum seeds so that I can make super strength potions. That'll definitely be a challenge getting that farming and that herb lore level, because if I want to be effective at all PKing, that is an absolute minimum, is being able to have super strength potions. Ultimately, the goals of this account will look something like: get a cannon, get 60 attack and high strength, get 82 magic, finish desert treasure, get myth gloves, get super strength potions, and then probably start PKing. So I have quite a few steps to take before I get to that PKing point. I probably forgot a step. Well, get 50 crafting to make strength amulets, but that should be really easy, relatively speaking. So here's all my loot from those 160 Wintertop reward crates. That's a pretty decent amount of raw materials, and this is a good way for any Ironman to start off their account, just getting some resources as well as experience in a couple different skills. Also, another thing that can be really helpful, especially early on to an Ironman, is random events. I know they're really annoying, and on my main I dismiss them almost all the time. But especially something like this maze, you can actually get a decent amount of runes, or even just kind of some of the dumber, quicker random events that pop up. Yeah, I know a lot of times you get a gold ring or like 80 coins or something, but you can get gems and even potentially a half key, so something that would be worthwhile. Like this maze, I got a bunch of death runes, which is really helpful later on when I'm trying to use Ice Blitz. So that is pretty much going to do it for this video. Here are my stats as they stand right now. And like I said before, most of that comes from Wintertop, with the exception of some quests that got some experience and some other skills. In the next video, I will be making money, getting the cannon, and then using that cannon to get my range up a little bit, as well as maybe make some additional money and possibly complete some quests with the cannon. I am going to try to stay on it with this series because this is something I've wanted to do for quite some time. It seems like a lot of fun. I hope you did enjoy this video, and I'll see you in the next update.